10,000 steps is a marketing scam. I'm serious. That number wasn't determined by scientists or health researchers. It came from a 1960s Japanese pedometer company. The device was called manpoke, which translates to 10,000 steps meter. The name sounded good, so they sold it as a goal. And somehow, 60 years later, we're all obsessed with hitting this arbitrary number like it's gospel. You're chasing a marketing slogan from the 60s and calling it fitness. I spent time watching how people actually walk in Japan. Not tourists, locals. And the difference isn't the quantity, it's everything else. They're not counting steps. They're not wearing fitness watches buzzing every hour reminding them to move. But they're walking more effectively than anyone I've seen grinding out 10,000 steps on a treadmill going nowhere. First thing I noticed, terrain. Japanese cities weren't built for cars. They were built for humans. So walking isn't flat, mindless repetition. You're going uphill, downhill, climbing stairs to the train platform, stepping over uneven stones, constantly adjusting balance and effort. Compare that to American walking. Flat sidewalks, treadmills, mall loops. Your body adapts to repetition fast. After a week of the same flat surface, you're barely getting stimulus. But varied terrain? Your muscles are constantly recalibrating. Calves, glutes, stabilizers. Everything's engaged differently with each step. I started intentionally choosing routes with stairs, hills, anything that wasn't predictable flatness. Same distance, half the time, better results. You don't need more steps, you need harder steps. Second thing, posture. Watch someone walking while scrolling their phone. Head down, shoulders rolled forward, hips tilted, shuffling. That's not walking. That's stumbling forward repeatedly and calling it exercise. In Japan, I noticed something about older people especially. Upright, chin level, deliberate. There's a reason. Walking posture determines which muscles activate. Slouched walking uses momentum. Your body's just falling forward and catching itself. Minimal effort, minimal benefit. But upright walking with engaged core? Now you're actually working. Glutes fire, abs stabilize. You're burning more energy per step because you're moving with intention, not collapse. I fixed my own posture during walks. Felt awkward at first, like I was trying too hard. But after 2 weeks, my lower back pain I'd had for months, gone. And I wasn't even walking more, just better. Third, and this one's going to sound weird. Walking has a purpose beyond exercise. Japanese people walk to get somewhere, to the station, to the market, to meet someone. Americans walk for walking. Around the block, on the treadmill, nowhere specific. And I think your brain knows the difference. When walking has a destination, you move with intent. Pace is natural. You're not watching the clock or checking your step count. When walking is just exercise, it becomes a chore, something to get through. Your body drags because your mind isn't engaged. I stopped doing exercise walks and started walking to actually accomplish things. Coffee shop 3 blocks away instead of driving. Library instead of online. Errands on foot. Same steps, completely different mental experience, and somehow easier to sustain. Here's what I think is really happening. We've turned walking into another thing to optimize, track, and feel guilty about. You hit 9,000 steps and feel like you failed. You skip a day and your streak breaks and suddenly you're off the wagon. The Japanese aren't walking because their watch told them to. They're walking because their lives require it. That's the shift. Stop counting. Start varying. Find hills. Find stairs. Fix your posture. Walk somewhere that actually matters instead of circles around your neighborhood. Quality beats quantity every single time. Your Fitbit won't tell you that because there's no money in walk better, but your body will.